So is the voice working? Can I talk while I'm doing this?
Yeah, you can talk.
Awesome. So we've been taking a lot of feedback on the previous version of our dispenser. And so what we're doing right now is doing a lot of different concepts of different shapes and different versions, different sizes, different ergonomics of the next version of our dispenser. So we kind of start with a sketching and then literally shape by hand like what Mert's doing right now to get to a good feels-like prototype of what the dispenser could be.
We always start with the emotion. How does this thing make you feel when you hold it in your hand? It's meant to communicate with you on a much deeper level because devices can't talk to you. It's really meant to communicate with you with feeling, with touch, and to really understand that we do a lot of prototyping, we do a lot of testing, and we try to get down to the emotional level by just looking at the shape of something. That's really important for us. A lot of love goes into these things. So in this one I did this. This is our current SwipeSense. So let it change.
Why does it have to change?
So there are a couple of shortcomings that we have found in the device. For instance, it's the small things too. The back button is meant to be pressed on the tip. That does a couple of things. If you actually press it from the top while you're doing this, then the nozzle can get stuck between your palm. So we designed it so the hinge is up here, and when you press it, gel comes up from here, and there's this nice cavity where alcohol hand sanitizer can go. But when people just grab it, their intention is to go here. And we observed, you can't tell people, hey, that's not how you're supposed to do it. Ideally, your product does that for you, because there's no way we'll be able to sit down and talk to every single SwipeSense customer, every single SwipeSense user. So we observed a lot of people, and what we found was, because this is actually thicker in the middle and really thin in the bottom, it's tougher to just squeeze the tip and much easier to squeeze the whole thing. So the current design changes are accentuating the tip a little bit more. So you can see on a side view, you can see that this tip is actually thicker. So there's more things to grab onto. It's one of the reasons why we're changing it. Just a bunch of other stuff as well, aesthetic reasons. We want to maintain a consistent symmetry. Humans tend to view symmetric things as more beautiful. So we're maintaining the symmetry, but trying to make it just a little bit more useful. And also, as you can see on this one, the sides are a little flat, trying to get it more organic to get more of a smooth coverage. It's really obsessive. Seems like something a crazy person would think about.
All right, so I kind of like this sketch, so we're gonna try and make it in the phone. Where is? No, I like it. Get me cutting off one of my fingers. Have you ever done a Halloween pumpkin? It's kind of like doing that.
One of those other reasons why we like SwipeSense so much is that a lot of our work is actually hands-on. Whenever we're designing something, it's not just we're staring at the screen all the time. We have to get dirty. We have to make a mess. Of course, we'll clean up afterwards. We have to get our hands in the thing to actually be part of it. That's really cool. Working on hardware startups is, I find, to be much more rewarding in that sense, because I like making things with my hands. Where you can see if I change this, what happens. You can see that right away.